We're here in the beautiful San Jacinto. So I'm here with Lacee.
Hi.
She is so awesome. She is a plant strong climber, super strong girl. Today she was working on the cube and some other fives we were working on, and yeah. Anyways, I wanted to talk to her today about her plant-based eating. So let's focus on you. Okay.
Okay.
So, how long have you been following a plant-based diet?
For about 10 years now.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious? I didn't know that.
Yeah, since I was 13. I'm 23, so
Oh
for
my
10
gosh.
years.
Wow. That's a long time. So, Lacee has been eating a plant-based diet for 10 years, which I just found out. That is really incredible. I wish I had made that decision earlier in my life too. So, what made you decide to do that?
At the time, it was a lot of health reasons. I just felt like it was healthier. I didn't really like eating meat anymore. I kind of felt weird about it. So I guess it was a combination of things. It was like wanting to feel healthier, and then also this disenchantment with like eating meat and coming to the realization that I was eating an animal that had like skin and bones and flesh, kind of like I did.
Wow, that's very intuitive. So she was 13 years old at the time, and at the same time you decided not to eat dairy or eggs?
Well, okay, I guess that came a couple years later. So I've been like, mostly plant-based for probably like 8 years.
Wow.
But yeah, I've been vegetarian like for sure for 10 years. So.
Wow. Dang, okay, that's so awesome. So, I don't know if you remember, but did you feel any like immediate changes when you changed up your diet?
Initially, I was learning what to eat. I was 13.
Yeah.
And so at first it was kind of hard. But once I started eating better, I felt a lot better. Like it felt lighter, it was less bloated. I had a lot more energy to like go do things I wanted to do. I was more active because I felt better, which is why I started climbing.
Awesome. Do you have any family influences, or was it just you?
No, nobody else in my family is vegan or vegetarian at all. So it's just been me for the past 10 years.
Good for you. That is amazing. And that can be hard. What has been your biggest challenge of being the only one in your family to eat this way?
Well, at first it was people not really knowing what to make me for like dinner, or, going to like a family event like Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner. Like they didn't know what to make, they didn't know where to take me out to eat, but they've adapted pretty quickly to it, and now like they make sure that they at least have like a plate of vegetables and like some other kind of vegetable dish.
Nice.
Or like we go out to vegan restaurants and they're like totally open to that now. So that's really cool.
Nice. Awesome. So how has being vegan helped you in climbing? I even know you don't have a before and after for climbing.
Yeah.
But what has been the impact, do you think?
I just think it helps keep you lighter and leaner. A lot of, especially if you're like actually eating properly, like if you don't, it's possible to lose muscle mass. But like if you're eating right and what you're supposed to, and like you're truly being plant-based, you feel lighter, you feel stronger. I mean, I don't have a problem like with strength, even though I'm vegetarian.
Why don't you show them your guns?
I have to take off my jacket.
Maybe we should both. I don't think I have yet.
Show them our guns.
I haven't showed YouTube my guns.
Okay.
All right.
You can show them the guns.
Damn girl. Okay, so are people ever surprised? Like, how is it possible that you're building muscle? Or do you ever get that ridiculousness?
Yeah, a lot of people like to tell me like you can't build muscle without meat. Like
you can't build muscle without meat, right?
No, you can never build it. Yeah, you can't build muscle. You feel like so much weaker. Like I had a friend who thought they lost muscle mass or like what. But really, if you're, like I said, if you're eating healthy and like exercising, there are plenty of vegan athletes in the world who are incredibly strong.
And they're dominating out there.
Hell yeah.
Why'd you get fired from school? Or expelled? Because you brought 2 guns and a 6-pack.
Oh, yeah. beach ball is about this big.
Oh.
It might have gone that way or possibly that way.
But, so you said staying light and lean is a benefit?
Especially in climbing.
Yeah.
Especially in climbing, because everybody wants to get leaner.
Yeah.
And they don't want to feel full, they don't want to feel heavy, and like you don't feel heavy when you're eating plant-based.
Just goes right through you.
True.
What other benefits have you found?
I mean, there are obviously like environmental benefits for sure, and just like morally, you feel a lot better about how you're eating and what you're eating.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of different factors that come into play.
Yeah.
I think.
So what's the biggest challenge for you for being on the plant-based lifestyle?
I think for me, I am really busy with my job, and so planning ahead of time is really important. Like planning what you're going to eat ahead of time. But if you're able to do that and like you cook a huge batch of vegetables and like quinoa at the beginning of the week, then you have something to eat all week.
Yeah.
And like you don't have to worry about it. You can take it out climbing like
Yeah.
I did today,
Yeah.
like you did today. You know, so it's actually like if you plan ahead a little bit and you're willing to take the time, it's much easier.
Yeah. Nice. So what's your favorite go-to climber snack and lunch meal?
Favorite lunch is probably what I had today.
Yeah.
Anything with sweet potatoes and quinoa is amazing.
Love sweet potatoes.
And then I always pair it with like some kind of roasted vegetable. It's really basic, but I really love it. Like that's really what I eat a lot of the time, and like that sounds boring to a lot of people, but it keeps you healthy and like it tastes good.
Yeah, it works.
And like I said, like for somebody who's busy, like it's easy to just like bake vegetables and take them with you all week, and they're delicious, and you can add all kinds of sauces and stuff to them if you want. So
yeah, totally. And when you've cleaned your palate of, you know, all the heavy oils and heavy salts and heavy fatty foods, then it's much easier for those things to taste good, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Just having too much salt, like I find that now with salt, I don't like it as much. And I feel very dehydrated when I eat a lot of salt, and that's obviously not good for any outdoor activity or like any physical activity. You don't want to be dehydrated while you're climbing, because climbing, you know, it's physical, but it's mental too. So
yeah. How do you see that a plant-based diet could have, if more people took up a plant-based diet, how could that have a positive impact in the world?
So like I was mentioning before, there are a lot of environmental reasons to go vegan or even vegetarian, just to eat more vegetables in your daily life, because the production of meat is actually terrible for the environment, especially in terms of like methane gas and like the amount of land that it takes and the amount of water that it takes to raise cattle, especially, it's just outrageous. And so if more people lived by a plant-based diet, we could feed, I feel like, more people in the population.
Yeah,
because
there wouldn't be starvation.
Yeah, we're not using
with proper distribution of resources.
Of course. We're not using as much land to raise cattle, which really isn't that sustainable, I think, of a resource to us.
No, totally.
I mean, that's the biggest thing I look at, and besides the obvious health benefits of going vegan.
Does the science dispute it?
No, science supports vegetarianism and veganism
completely.
100%.
Yeah.
And especially when it comes to like having a healthy heart and not having a heart attack later on in life, like you're not clogging your arteries, you're not eating any artificial processed food. So you're eating completely whole from the earth, basically.
So that said, how long do you plan to be climbing, and how long do you plan to live?
I mean, I would like to climb for as long as possible, basically until I can't anymore.
Yeah.
How long would I like to live? Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I can't give it to you over a number of years, but I can say for a long time. It would be great to live.
I'm going for 120.
With modern medicine?
No, just with diet, getting out there, exercise.
Hadley's going to be 120.
Why not shoot for the
for the moon?
Shoot for the best.
Shoot.
The worst you can do is less than that.
The worst you can do is fail, and we fail all the time as climbers. We fail for fun.
Yeah, that's part of climbing. is falling and then getting back up and loving it because of the challenge.
Exactly, which is another thing. If you fall off your plant-based diet, if you're trying it for the first time, you can always hop back on. No
Totally.
consequence.
Yeah.
And you'll feel better.
Yeah. You can ask us for advice. Long-term plant-based eater. I'm going on 2 years.